Hi, this is the illustration on how to create a sectional title plan in SurveyMaker Part 2. If you have not seen our clip on how to calculate a sectional title plan, Part 1, please view that first. We will cover the following in this video: the Erven as a main figure of the sectional title, adding a building, adding a section, and adding exclusive use areas. Let's start with the main figure, Erven of sectional title. Continue to work from part 1 or use your own data. You can use our demo project. Let's open our project. Turn off the DTM points and only display the CAD. With sectional titles we mostly work with CAD, and this cleans up the screen to display only the necessary data. Go to the cadastral Erven file function or use the F6 shortcut. Start a new Erven file with File New. Type the name and save it. The first thing about the sectional titles is you always change the first figure type to be a main figure. This represents the Erven of the sectional title. This will be the Erven border as surveyed or as you use it from the plan. Use the select data from main CAD screen and define the figure to be the border of the Erven. Use grab Erven to select the Erven. Select the freehand snap, click inside the Erven and the function will pick up the area. Mostly the Erven and the building outline comes from the survey. The rest of the lines are calculated coordinates. In the Erven file pop-up, type the Erven description as Erven 658 and the Erven number as 658. Verify the area that it corresponds to the map or the Erven registration you have. Select Generate Plan Names For and your plan name field will be generated automatically. This will be used when we place the plan on the block plan. Let's continue with adding a building. Once we've finished with the main figure, we add a new figure definition with Edit New Figure Definition or use the shortcut Ctrl A. Like we said before, the first figure, the Erven, will always be defined as the main figure, and from there on all the figures that follow will be the buildings. Once you added a new figure, change the figure type to building. As soon as you choose building, a pop-up will appear. Please confirm the phase number for this building. If you create a sectional title from the start, you will always start with phase 1. If you continue from an existing sectional title, you will use the phase number you are currently working on. Use the select data from main CAD screen to define the building. Turn off all the CAD layers you don't want to display. Display the Erven and the block that represents the outline of the building as you surveyed it. Use the grab Erven with the free snap mode active. Click inside the block and SurveyMaker will select the points around the block. In the building description, type building number 1. And in the building number, type 1. We define the survey coordinates of the building 1 phase 1. Turn all your CAD layers on again. Let's have a look at the layers. The first floor was measured with tape and drawn on its own layer, first floor. The ground layer represents the ground floor. The first floor was also taped out. Exclusive use areas is defined with the layer exclusive use area and represents the parking area that was taped out. The first floor extends in part over half of the parking area. The block layer shows the extents of the building. We already covered preparing CAD for sectional title. This was covered in the previous clip, part 1. All of the building data should have been calculated now, and we will now just add it into our Erven file. Let's continue with adding a section. We have sectional title data for building 1. If your figure type is building, you will find the sectional title tab on top. We add a new floor and we name it ground floor. Select the button New Section. Turn the correct sections layer display on. With the grab Erv, select inside area 1 with the free snap mode active. If you click inside the CAD area, the program will add the area without a name. If you click on the CAD text number inside the area, the program will automatically add the number 1 in the floor section definition. In this part, we do not necessarily have coordinates and we do not show coordinates on the plan. The surveyed name field will show missing points. It's just how the program reflects points that do not have any DTM points associated with it. This is acceptable for the sectional title plans. With the sections, we ignore the plan names and coordinates. Check the area and confirm it is as expected. Set the pen, line type and width. Not physically defined is something like a parking or a painted line. We define this later in this exercise. Repeat the steps and add all the ground floor plan areas 1 to 4. Use the arrow keys at the select the floor section to move between the sections 1, 2, 3 and 4. We are finished with the ground floor plan. We continue with the extruded figure. Add a new floor and name it first floor. This is the extruded figure in section 5, just as an example on the layer name extruded figure. This can represent something like a balcony. Turn the layer for the extruded figure off before you add the new floor with grab Erv. That the whole of section 5's area is selected. Confirm the area represents the complete outer area of section 5. Turn the CAD layer for the extruded figure on and add a new section by selecting inside the extruded part. To link the two together, set the floor definition to extruded figure and type the number 5 to link the extruded figure to section 5. The section and the extruded figure for that section must have the same section number. Check the area if it represents the extruded area. Now add the rest of the section 6, 7 and 8 with the new section the same as before. CP as CAD text on the building represents common property. This is just a flag we turn on to help us later when generating text in our section plan. Our last part is adding exclusive use areas. On the CAD display, turn all the display off except the blocks and exclusive use area layers. Open the Erven file we already saved. Go to the building and sectional title data. Add a new floor with the new floor button. This time we define the parking area as an exclusive use area, EUA. Select the new section button and define the new section using the grab Erv. Click inside the P1 area. Change the floor section definition to EUA, exclusive use area. P1 will automatically be added due to the text P1 in the selected area. Tick not physically defined because this does not represent a physical area. A typical example would be painted lines. Now add the rest of the parkings from 2 to 8 as exclusive use areas in the same way with the new section. The program remembers the previous setting, EUA, and not physically defined. Select File Save to save the sectional title Erven file. This is some advanced information which we might cover later in a video. If you continue on an existing phase, on the main figure select Existing Phase Areas. The information from the existing phase is captured here. Building 1 Phase 1, continue into Phase 2. You will create a new figure with a building description, building number 1, but the phase is 2. We will then in phase number 2 only list the specific changes related to the phase. This is the end of our clip on part 2. Thank you for watching.